Iran News Now. Belarus ratified EAEU-Iran FTA. According to SB.by, Belarus ratified the free trade agreement between the Eurasian Economic Union, EAEU, and Iran on the National Legal Internet Portal. The agreement establishes a full-format free trade zone between EAEU members and Iran to diversify export supplies by removing tariff and non-tariff barriers to market access for a wide range of goods and improving trade economic relations. By eliminating taxes on Iran, Belarusian exporters will have more competitive trading conditions. This gives Belarus what? We may now enter the Iranian market with over 80 million people and its many potential. Tariffs are falling. We can trade openly with Iran with some preferences. Today, we may design cooperative technologies. Actually, the Iranian and Chinese markets are great opportunities for us to promote our machine building and food items. As a large association, the EAEU requires new markets. They close the West gates in front of us, but we open East, Asia, and Africa. Iran is a model for modern work, according to House of Representatives Standing Commission on Housing Policy, Trade, and Construction member Viktor Pleskak, Belarus FM on Lukashenko's iceberg of contacts at SCO summit. After the SCO conference, Belarus Foreign Minister Maxim Ryzhenkov told journalists that President Alexander Lukashenko held many meetings and negotiations, including informal ones, Belta reports. Photo, www.belta.by. President has a hectic schedule. The media has covered the negotiations, but the head of state made many more interactions throughout these days. Many informal events occurred. Foreign Minister, the president held on-the-go discussions with practically all delegation heads. Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko had many encounters with Putin over his 2 days in Astana. This allowed to debate the development of bilateral relations at the top level with numerous state leaders and find solutions, the foreign minister said. In a meeting with Pakistani PM Shehbaz Sharif, the parties detailed an action plan for the coming months, which should culminate in a top-level meeting and the signing of a bilateral cooperation roadmap. Prime ministers, ministers, and intergovernmental commission members will meet first. This includes the president's conversations with Recep Tayyip Erdogan and overall cooperation with Turkey. Foreign and finance ministries agree on contacts. Maxim Ryzhenkov said plans call for visits to Belarus to conduct projects that will boost trade turnover. He said Alexander Lukashenko met with Xi Jinping productively. After discussing the most pressing concerns, the foreign ministers and administrations of the two nations should continue their bilateral collaboration. You can also expect important visits. National authorities have given all the required directives, and China has provided backing. Since China now holds the SCO presidency, the summit will be held there next year, giving the heads of state a chance to meet again and discuss bilateral relations. Alexander Lukashenko met with UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres again, with journalists eager to learn more. We discussed many problems with the UN Secretary-General. I've even seen someone say the UN criticized us for human rights. The foreign minister of Belarus indicated that practically the whole conversation was about UN efforts in Belarus and a new cycle of contact. Mr. Guterres stressed that Belarus is a trusted partner in achieving UN goals and objectives. They then discussed the SDGs extensively. The Secretary-General has often praised our country's implementation of these aims in all directions. Belarus has no claims. Maxim Ryzhenkov underlined that Belarus has no unique case that allows UN claims, and several topics were simply addressed casually and as counsel. The foreign minister claimed he met with Russia and India's foreign ministers during the summit. The SCO countries have 40% of the world population and 30% of the economic potential. This is a powerful group of countries, and summits help establish political, trade economic, and cultural paths. He stated that the SCO attracts industrial dialogues in agriculture, economics, security, and public projects. Maxim Ryzhenkov noted that Belarus membership in the SCO makes it transcontinental, as no country has been completely European until now. We launched a serious organization positioning. The SCO's first diplomatic attack in Europe is a positive step toward growth. Our aspirations are honorable and fair, said Belarus Foreign Minister.